Hello everybody and welcome back to another week of Off Campus with Lance and Asher presented by FootJoy. I'm Asher Wildman. Today on Off Campus, we surveyed golfers on what they thought the best class they've taken in college was. I know when I was in school, I took cake design and history of motion pictures, all of which you can see is very relevant to the game of golf. So, we put the players on the hot seat to find out what those fun classes they're taking are in school, and here is what they came up with. Number 8.
Sports communication. Pretty much every week, guy had a guest speaker come in, maybe from ESPN. We had like Shelly Smith or the Dodgers manager, Jeannie Buss from the Lakers. She'd come in and just talk about how things are run, and it was pretty cool. Kind of like the background, not the actual like sports, but the background of how everything works in sports. So it's pretty cool to kind of learn how everything's put together.
Number 7.
Tennis. I took a 1-hour tennis class, and we had 3 other guys from the golf team play it. So there's 4 of us, and we had some pretty serious doubles matches at 10 a.m. in the morning. I mean, they made us do a couple of like tests. You know, you had to serve it in the net and stuff, you know, serve it in the court and show how you can hit a backhand, a little volley, stuff like that. But I mean, we basically, the coach was the baseball coach, or the instructor, I guess, was the baseball coach. So we just went out and did whatever we wanted, just played doubles until the time was up. It was a good ball.
Number 6.
I did really good in my acting classes. They told me that I might have a future in acting. I don't know if that's true or not, but maybe it's because they were easy that I liked them so much. We just had to get up and do kind of like some improvs, and you know, you could do stuff for movies and stuff, so it was kind of fun, and it didn't have to do a lot of reading or anything like that for those classes. So.
Number 5.
Poultry Science is great. I actually have my first exam on Wednesday, so I got to do some studying for chickens tonight. Learning about broilers, and which is actually a type of chicken, and you know the types of chicken we eat. They only live to be about 4 to 5 weeks. So there's a little Poultry Science tidbit.
Number 4.
The best class I've taken at UCLA is for sure life skills. We had it at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon and coming right from workouts. And the first 10 minutes of class, the teacher shuts off the lights and you do a little meditation. And all us golfers would usually fall asleep, and then she'd have to like kick us to wake us up. The final paper was just to write. You could literally write about anything. She just wanted to like talk to you. So you just wrote about your life and your experience at UCLA or whatever you wanted to talk about. It was like just a really chill class.
Number 3.
I gotta say disasters and failures. There were a couple of us in there, and the final took about 2 minutes, and I think everybody got 100, so I couldn't tell you one thing I learned in that class, and I couldn't tell you what disasters and failures mean, but every athlete needs a class like that.
Number 2.
I took a women's studies class. That was pretty fun. It was me and this other guy. It was about probably a 2 to 96 ratio. It was nice. So, and I mean, you got bashed most of the time, but you just had to kind of sit there and enjoy the view a little bit and kind of handle it, so it was fine like that. We had to do some like women's rights and how kind of women got the vote, and kind of looked at the history of women in America and across the world, and so it was interesting, but yeah, it was a fun class.
Number 1.
I'm taking the meat we eat right now. The meat we eat, and there were a lot of farm guys. Hudson and TJ and I are taking it, and it's pretty funny. I mean, just talking about butchering cows, cutting up steaks and stuff. I mean, it's very interesting. We like to cook a lot, so it's pretty cool. We get to walk around and watch them like butcher cows and stuff, and it's kind of weird, but it's definitely opened my eyes to the agricultural world.
The meat we eat sounds like a fun class, but I'm still not certain it beats my cake design class. I mean, all I did was decorate cakes and then eat them. Cake class, but I'm bummed. All right, well, that'll wrap up this edition of Off Campus with Lance and Asher presented by FootJoy. Be sure to tune in Wednesday to College Weekly when we go all access at Wake Forest University. So, for Lance, I'm Asher. We'll see you next time right here on Off Campus with Lance and Asher.